Hey guys, how are ya? I know it's been a while. My last reading vlog or vlog of any kind was back in March, I believe, in the spring season, and now we are ending summer and approaching fall. It is not fall yet. It is August 29th and it is not fall yet. I don't want to hear it. But by the time any of you watch this video, it might be fall already, so happy fall. I wanted to talk to you guys about my reading updates. You saw that I am currently reading this book, which is the last book in the Arc of a Sight series. I just need this book to be a series. I feel like there was some rumors of an adaptation being done that I thought I saw online, but I don't know if it's true or if it even picked up to continue turning it into some type of series. I love it that much. I really loved the first book. The second book kind of slowed down, wasn't too crazy about it, but this third book, I am eating it up. I don't want to put it down. The pace has picked up again. It's so good. His writing, immaculate. Can't get enough of it. So I don't want this series to end for sure, but I am definitely invested and I need to see how this ends. I also just finished another series called the Natural series. This is the last book that I just finished reading. I did not want to say goodbye to this series as well, so it took me a while to pick up the last book and finish it, but when the pace picked up in the book, I was sat, I couldn't put it down, and what a crazy ride. I know that there is a sneak peek of her novella book that has to do with that series. I believe it just has to do with the main characters, called 12. So I haven't picked up the book since I finished it, just so I could sit and process my feelings, but I may or may not want to read that preview or the book. I mean, I think I will anyway. I know myself. I think I will. It's just one of those things that I was like, I can't pick you up right now. I gotta sit. I still have to write my book review for it. So I think once I process that and write my review, then I will go ahead and pick it back up so that I can read the preview of 12. So that's just a short novella that has to do with the characters. Also find my book reviews all on my Instagram account. It's going to be linked in the description below, so check it out. I am much more active on Instagram. Follow me to stay up to date with my posts and all of that fun stuff. I'll say book number 2 of that series, called Killer Instinct, is my favorite one of all 4 books because it was just the fastest pace out of all the books, I believe, and I truly did not want to put that down, and I feel like that's the book that I read the fastest out of all 4 of them. So that's just my opinion. Let me know in the comments if you read that series and which one is your favorite, and let me know what you're reading right now. I just started this audiobook. It's by Allison Stoner. You may recognize her as the most popular dancer in the Missy Elliott music videos. She's done Disney Channel. She was in Camp Rock. She does a character voice on Phineas and Ferb. So I am a fan of hers, and once I heard that she had this book come out and was doing the narration for it, I had to buy it as soon as possible. I'm only in the first chapter, and so far I'm really liking it. I also want to re-listen to Kelly Bishop's The Third Gilmore Girl because I just feel like re-listening to that during fall would mean a lot. It would just give all the cozy vibes, and I have the physical book and maybe I want to actually read it. I want to do the immersive reading when I'm listening and reading at the same time, because I rewatch Gilmore Girls all year long, but obviously during the fall time it's extra special. So I think also listening to that while rewatching Gilmore Girls this fall season would be amazing and just cozy and comforting. And when I first listened to that book, I did not want to put it down. I zoomed through that entirely. So that's what I mean. I feel like I really have to be a fan of someone in order to not be able to stop listening to their book, because I get through it so much faster. But that's just me. Those are my current reading updates. I believe I just posted a shorts on my fall TBR. That list is a list that I wanted to expand throughout the season of fall, but because September is literally right here, I was like, maybe that's considered my September hopefuls, but we'll see. Anything can change. The one book that I forgot to mention was The September House. I was literally saving that book for this time of year so that I can read The September House in September. So that's exciting. I'm gonna read that one. And then for a book club that I'm in, I'm going to be reading Dark Matter. I also do want to watch the TV show that's on Apple TV, depending if I like the book, or maybe if there are any differences with the show, then I want to watch and compare and see for myself. So I thought I was able to do it. Hello. I wanted to put a cozy background on with some music, read a couple of chapters, and have you guys join me. So feel free to grab what you're currently reading as well. If you want to have some cozy reading vibes, you're more than welcome to join me. Get this Kindle ready and let's get our reading on. I am on chapter 10. So for right now, I'm just going to read the next 3 chapters and let's just have some cozy reading time. Weeks later, definitely not days later, weeks later from my first and only update. I've been meaning to update you guys with just this vlog, but life just be happening and I'm just all over the place and that's just it. But here we are with another reading update. So I'm still reading The Toll, very much into it, very much into it. And I just started on Friday, Dark Matter. I remember starting it on Friday because I was off of work and I was just like, you know what? I'm going to spend my off day just binge reading all day. And this is the book club pick that I am in for the month of September. So kind of like that sci-fi thriller genre, which I enjoy. And I read 100 pages that day and then I obviously continued because I couldn't put it down. And right now I'm on chapter 8 and that is page 150. So I just wanted to read a bit with you guys, or, you know, just have me in the background as your background noise. And I'm just going to chill there and read, maybe for like about an hour or so. VMAs tonight. So I just want to read a little bit before getting into VMAs mode and then having to eventually go to sleep for work tomorrow. So I just want to make sure that I at least get an hour or some pages in to my book today because I haven't read this since Friday, so definitely want to get back into it. And I love it. I love the sci-fi thriller aspect. I love that it's making me think. I like that I understand it, so it has a lot to do with, you know, the world of science and physics and how that stuff works. And so if you don't mind making your brain itch a little bit to get you going, I feel like this is going to be one of those books that like I'm going to be mind blown and I'm not going to be able to stop thinking about. So I like it. I like those types of books that just leave you literally completely mind blown. And I hear really good things about this book as well as the show. I definitely want to watch the show on Apple TV after I am done reading this. So I like it. If this is your type of genre, I think you will like it as well. So kind of challenges the brain a little bit, kind of gets you thinking. It's leaving me on edge. It's making me wonder what the heck is going on. So I am tabbing this book as well with my book tabs, just to kind of keep literal tabs on what I feel is important to know as far as what the heck is even going on in this story. I will say that it has to do with multiverses, so I think that's pretty cool and interesting. I don't think it has anything really to do with time traveling. It's not that kind of a time and place setting. I think it has nothing to do with really living in the past, present, or future. I think it just has to do with the concept of different realities and different universes. I find that extremely fascinating, so I'm enjoying this so far. And I think the lesson that we can kind of pick up on mimics the Midnight Library. If you read that book, it kind of has to do with, you know, the choices that you make, whether you regret them or not, the questions of what ifs. And I feel like the Midnight Library is more of a magical realism kind of setting, and this is definitely just sci-fi a bit more than magical realism, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to read for a little bit. Reading updates. It's now around 7:30, I want to say, and all I read of this book right now was an hour, which is perfect since I'm getting ready to watch the VMA soon. So the chapters in this book are pretty lengthy, I will say that, but in times like these where you just want to get one chapter in, I think that's perfect. So I am now going to start chapter 9, but I just want you to know the number of pages I just read. So I started at 150 and read up to 182. So I will do the math and put that somewhere, but that's how many pages I read for now. So like I said, they are pretty lengthy, but for time crunching circumstances, or if you're just like, hey, I need to get at least one chapter in right now, then this book is the perfect one of doing that. If you're not a fan of lengthy chapters, you may not like this book then, but I think that day that I was binge reading it, I did not mind going from chapter to chapter to chapter and just really getting into it. So that's my reading update for now. Again, loving this book. Want to watch the series when I'm done, and I guess I'll see you in the next update, or I'll just show you real quick watching the VMAs. So yeah. It is almost 7:30. Happy Friday. Today's Friday, and for a Friday, I wanted to get up earlier before 8 o'clock before I start my work day, so I have some little time to read my book. So we're gonna get back into dark matter for a little bit on this beautiful Friday morning, and yeah, then we're going to get to work. So I'm going to have about half an hour now just to read a chapter or a few pages before I have to start my work day. So let's do that together. And I got my coffee ready to go. I love this mug, one of my favorite mugs. So cute, Winnie the Pooh. decided to just end the recording abruptly because of storage problems now, so that's great. But I'm just ending my Friday night in bed. I read on my Kindle before a couple of chapters of The Toll. I'm almost done with it. I'm almost at the 90% mark, and it's just getting crazy. Cannot recommend that book series enough, so please read it. And I'm watching the first Harry Potter, so why not? That's my Friday night, and I'm doing laundry, so that's fun, and it's like 10 o'clock at night, so love that for me. But I'm just gonna end the vlog here. Thanks for reading with me, thanks for watching, thanks for being cozy with me, and just enjoying the vibes, honestly. So I'm going to end it here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one, whenever that is. And as always, happy reading. Okay, bye.